Hey friends, Wayne over here at the Ram Man. Hell, it's raining outside, so I hope you can hear me. So anyway, today I wanted to talk about Hemi brake boosters. And Hemi brake boosters, they're different than other boosters. And I wished I had $5 for every dude that ever called me and said, I'm putting a crate Hemi in and I need one of them small boosters so it'll fit. Well, the Hemi booster ain't small. As a matter of fact, it was the biggest damn thing that there was at the time. Read that. Biggest booster there was at the time on cars. The tandem diaphragm Bendix booster is one of the most powerful boosters that there is. Still to this day, it'll keep up with anything. Tandem diaphragm Bendix booster, slang term often called bullet nose. It's like a bullet to me. Dual diaphragm, introduced on the 1962 Imperial. They wanted to push an 1 1/8" drum master cylinder, so they wanted something powerful. Imperials always got the top of the line. That was often the test bed. So that's where this thing was introduced. And then in 1966 it was decided to use it on all the disc brake cars. Tandem diaphragm Bendix booster was used on the B bodies and the C bodies and the Hemis. The Hemi booster was introduced in 1966. Corporate Mopar decided at the time that all Hemi cars were mandated with power brakes. Hear that again. All Hemi cars were mandated with power brakes. They didn't give a damn whether it was drum or disc. They did not give a damn whether it was drum or disc. The only way to not get power on a Hemi car was, one, be part of the racing program. Number 2, special order car, physically check 2 delete boxes to make it happen. Okay, so now we got that out of the way. If you're buying a Hemi car, it ought to have a power unit on it. Common sense ought to tell you. They was making the most awesome beast at the time. They ought to give it the brakes too. So, damn thing wouldn't fit. Hemi unit's too big, so they came up with this plan. They came up with the Hemi brackets, and I saw some paperwork one time. They did this, Chrysler and Bendix did this all in about 90 days. It was a rush program. When they decided to stick the Hemi in the B-body production, they had to get with it. So, here's a set of real Hemi brackets right here. You'll notice that it's got these reinforcing V's in here. It's a real heavy-duty assembly. They have these wave washers in here to keep things from rattling. It's pretty trick. It's actually made up of a few parts, and they're all laid out on the table. Square pins. Really trick stuff holding it together. What's cool about the Hemi unit is, check this out. Yeah, it bolts up to the brackets like this, and so you got to remember something now. The early Hemi motors, 66, 7, and 8, they had the mechanical cams on there, so they were having to adjust the lash from time to time. And what it is, see, the Hemi unit can be removed real quick, the whole thing. If you take the think about this, if you take the 2 master cylinder lines off, pull the carpet back right here, pull the carpet back, undo these 4 nuts real quick, and the pedal link, and you can just take this thing off and set it on the ground, or set it on the fender. There's a couple rare pictures, you'll see them. This thing just sitting down on the ground by the front tire. So, it's the fastest thing that there is to pop off. At the same time, because of the bracket assembly, it's got a 2-to-1 ratio. It is extremely fast action. Are you with me? It's extremely fast action when you push on it. So, and like I said, it's the most powerful booster at the time, and they were all pushing an 1 1/8" bore master cylinder. Most of them are disc. In all of the years, we've only seen about 4 or 5 drum units run through here. So there you go. At this present time, May the 4th or whatever, 2018, we got requests for free Hemi assemblies in here this last month. We've just been bombarded. You know, we've been doing this for years. Just when I think, okay, ain't no more Hemis to be found. Ain't nobody building no more. We get 3 phone calls in 2 weeks. Hey man, I'm doing a Hemi original motor. And the other thing that surprised us, 80% of the people building the Hemi car, they have searched out and found an original Hemi unit, and they ain't crate motor jobs. That's what floors us. All right, my friends, there you go. Last minute, people ask all the time. Yes, they changed the bolt pattern. It's not just the top 2 bolts moved down. They moved all 4 slightly to keep it centered on the brackets to make it move correctly right there. You just couldn't move the 2 down. They've all 4 been moved. And it's got this dog leg rod, like a paw. It's the only booster like it. A-body is similar, but it's the only booster like it. It's got that dog leg. Most of them got a straight rod out of there. 3/8 studs on a Hemi. Just like a Studebaker got 3/8 studs. 3/8 studs on here instead of 5/16. So whenever you see a tandem Bendix booster and you see that and 3/8 studs, you can bet your ass that it's a Hemi one. Remember now, when you see 2 things, that paw and them 3/8 studs, you can bet your ass it's a Hemi booster. Alright, my friends, we've got all the parts for these things, not just the assemblies. We've got all the parts. Filter goes up underneath there. Boots wear out all the time. Hub boots wear out all the time. You need a Hemi unit put together, master cylinder or Hemi booster or any booster rebuilt, send it on in. We do the finest work in the country and have a reputation to prove it. God bless you. God bless America. And happy Moparing. Bye.